The thrill of playing a live gig, the roaring cheers, the sweaty crowds. But it's never been more at risk. Grassroots venues like Bootleg Social in Blackpool are struggling to keep their doors open in the cost of living crisis as they put on fewer events and see smaller audiences. And many in the industry think there's a lack of government support. In his spring budget, Chancellor Jeremy Hunt offered support for museums, theatres, art galleries and orchestras, but nothing for the grassroots music sector.
It's basically singling us out to being like not important and not be, music's massive, everyone loves music, and it's, whatever genre you listen to, music's integral to the community, integral to, especially in Preston where we're from, no matter what genre of music is, it's very important. So for them to be kind of cutting that out and leaving people in the dry and leaving people struggling, it makes it almost impossible to be able to put nights on for people.
Talking not even as a person in a band, like as a fan of music, fan of live music, these are the places you want to come. It's cheap as chips, you pay a £5 or £10 to come and watch a top band, and it's the best thing ever.
With bands not having as much money to spend on long tours, they are only playing in major cities and aren't hitting the secondary market such as Blackpool. This has an impact on venue owners such as Stephen, who opened Bootleg Social 8 years ago when he had the choice to spend his life savings on buying a house or a music venue.
We're reducing the amount of times we turn air conditioning on or heating on, and we essentially we've since COVID really we've stopped opening as just a bar. We are now operating solely when there are events on and when we know there are going to be people in the room. We are always working on a breadline. We're not massive profit making companies that can just take the hits when all the prices go up. We are struggling to get by day to day.
Stephen has broken even for every year that he's been open and has never made a wage. He relies on his job as a web developer to make any income. But it's not just the Bootleg Social that isn't making any profit in the sector.
A grassroots music venue typically is on a 0.2% profit margin, which is just a kind of razor-thin position to be existing from. For the amount that a grassroots music venue has to spend and the amount that they take back in ticketing, they're essentially making a loss already. And we realised that loss across our membership, across the sector, equated to a £79 million subsidy that grassroots music venues were essentially expending on the provision of live music.
Music Venue Trust, a charity which protects and improves venues, are calling for arenas to invest 50p per ticket sale into the grassroots sector and for government support before lights are turned off for good. Jessica Mason, Blackpool.